What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best WNBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 19 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 19 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $200 just yesterday. Another member who won $90 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group. And I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is Courtney Williams, and this one is for 21.5 points, revs, and assists, and this one actually is for less. Now look at Courtney Williams. We've actually seen her go on the under in 1 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than Phoenix Mercury coming into this game. Now it is playoff time now for the WNBA, so it's definitely going to be a lot more intense, but when we look at Phoenix Mercury, we still see that Phoenix Mercury do rank 9th in points allowed. On top of that, they rank 11th in assists allowed and also rebounds allowed. They also do rank 12th. So really low on pretty much every single category. But the reason why we still do like the under for someone like Courtney Williams is due to the fact that when it comes to Courtney Williams, she is a guard, and Phoenix Mercury actually do a very good job at restricting points, revs, and assists to the guard position. And that's a big reason why we do very much like the under here. Now, on top of that, her average over the last 5 is 22.6, so we are going a little bit against the grain on this one. However, we think matchups are super important, and especially since it is the first playoff game, we are expecting a little bit more intensity from both teams, and we could see, someone like Courtney Williams, a lot of the defense is focused on her and restricting her as much as possible. But when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have her favored for the under as well, which also helps in our favor. So Courtney Williams, 21.5 points, revs, and assists for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about DeWanna Taurasi. So DeWanna Taurasi, as we all know, great player, and this one is a fantastic one for points, revs, and assists for 21.5, and this one actually is for more. So when we look at DeWanna Taurasi, we've actually seen her go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against Minnesota Lynx. Now when we look at Minnesota Lynx, we see that they rank 2nd in points allowed. On top of that, Minnesota Lynx do rank 1st in assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 8th. So very interesting in all those categories, and because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here. The reason being is that when it comes to Minnesota Lynx, they actually do a very poor job at restricting points, revs, and assists to the guard position, and we definitely see that playing a huge part coming into this next matchup. When we look at DeWanna Taurasi as well, her average over the last 5 is 21.2, so close to this line, which is what we like to see. So it does show that she's very consistent, and we definitely see that playing a huge part coming into this next game. So we still do very much like the over for this one, and when it comes to someone like DeWanna Taurasi, we are expecting her to definitely have a little bit more usage rate coming into this matchup, since Minnesota Lynx do a very poor job at actually restricting points, revs, and assists. So because of that, keep an eye out for the over for DeWanna Taurasi. So DeWanna Taurasi, 21.5 points, revs, and assists for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Jordan Canada. So Jordan Canada, great player, and this one is for 10.5 points, and this one is for more. Now when we look at Jordan Canada, we've actually seen her go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games. Now when it comes to this next matchup, they do face off against New York Liberty. Now when we look at New York Liberty, we actually see that they rank 3rd in points allowed. However, we do like the over for this situation here, as New York Liberty do a very poor job at restricting points to the guard position. So we definitely see that being a huge plus. When we look at our average over the last 5 as well, it is 10.6, which is great to see. But on top of everything else, a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here is that we are expecting a pretty fast-paced game from both of these teams. Because of that, we definitely could see someone like Jordan Canada go on the over just off sheer volume alone, and the fact that Liberty also do a very poor job at restricting points, we definitely or points to the guard position, we definitely see that being a big plus. So the bookies also agree with us as well. Bookies also have our favorite for the over, so that works in our favor. So Jordan Canada, 10.5 points for more, I think is a absolute steal as well. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than DeWanna Bonner. So DeWanna Bonner has done fantastic, averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.2 steals. So when it comes to DeWanna Bonner and Connecticut Sun, they do have themselves a very, very good matchup against Indiana Fever. So it is going to be a very exciting playoff series, but on top of that, Indiana Fever do rank 11th in points allowed. On top of that, they also rank 9th in assists allowed. And then rebounds allowed, they also do rank 4th. So a little bit of an interesting one there. But when it comes to DeWanna Bonner, we definitely expect her to go on the over in all lines. Now, I would definitely focus a lot more on points. I definitely see a lot of value there to go on the over. But overall, we think points, reps, and assists, we should be able to see her go over pretty easily. Now, although Indiana Fever do rank pretty well in certain categories like rebounds, we still do like the over due to the fact that DeWanna Bonner is a forward and Indiana Fever do a very poor job at restricting points, reps, and assists to the forward position. So because of that, we definitely are sticking to the over for this situation here. When it comes to Bonner as well, what we also do like is that, she is one of the top players in this Connecticut Sun team, and coming into the playoffs, we definitely have seen her get an increase or boost to her usage rate, and we are expecting that in this next game coming into it. So because of those reasons, we are sticking to the over for this one. Keep an eye out for her line. I would focus a lot more on points, but like I said, there's still a lot of value in each and every single one of them. So keep an eye out for the over here, guys. Definitely a lot of value there to go on the over. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about her opponent, Caitlin Clark from Indiana Fever, who's been averaging 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, and 1.3 steals. So she's done a great job for Indiana Fever, and Indiana Fever do face off against Connecticut Sun, who rank 1st in points allowed, 2nd in assists allowed, and 1st in rebounds allowed. However, we are talking about Caitlin Clark here, and Caitlin Clark has been putting on a show, not just to finish off, the season, but also just throughout the whole season in general, and we definitely still see her doing the same coming into this next matchup. Now, although Connecticut Sun are a great team and they do, rank pretty high in certain categories, we still do very much like the over for this situation here, and we definitely see her being able to go on the over. What we also do like about this one is that due to the fact that when it comes to Caitlin Clark, we should see a big amount of usage rate from her coming into this matchup, due to the fact that when it comes, to Caitlin Clark, her usage rate tends to be really big in all categories, whether it's points, reps, and assists for this Fever team. Now, the Connecticut Sun, do a pretty lackluster average job at restricting points, reps, and assists to the guard position, so we definitely see that being a huge plus on Caitlin Clark's side. But on top of that, we definitely have seen Caitlin Clark really break the narrative here, continue to perform at a very high level, and we think her hot streak will continue on into this game 1 against, none other than Connecticut Sun, who do rank pretty good in certain categories. So keep an eye out for the over here, and we definitely see her going on the over. But first, keep an eye out for the line first. If the line is under averages, definitely look to go on the over. So I think there'll be a lot of great value there. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Tiffany Hayes from the Aces, who actually has been averaging 9.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and 0.8 steals. So she's done a great job for none other than the Aces, and the Aces do face off against Seattle Storm, and Seattle Storm do rank 4th in points allowed, 4th in assists allowed, and when it comes to rebounds allowed, Seattle Storm do actually rank 11th. Now, we do very much like, the under for someone like Tiffany Hayes, due to the fact that when it comes to Tiffany Hayes, although she does have a pretty decent usage rate in all departments, it is a little bit on the lower side, and we definitely see it continuing to be in the lower side due to the fact that when it comes to the Aces, there's a lot of star players in that team. I think Tiffany Hayes probably won't get, especially in this playoff series, the same amount of touches that she usually gets, same amount of rebounding and assist opportunities, and that's a big reason why we do like the under for this situation here. Aces, have big stars already in the team, Asia Wilson, other players like Kelsey Plum. List really does go on and we definitely see them taking more of the usage rate, especially in this game against Seattle Storm, as we are expecting a little bit more of a slower pace type game, which could actually take away from Tiffany Hayes' volume. So because of that, we do very much like the the under for this situation here for Tiffany Hayes. But as always, keep an eye out for her line first. If her line is too close to her averages, definitely look to go on the under. So I think there'll be a lot of great value there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord. You can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.